This is about fishing kits. I've looked on the internet. They have Altoids and this and that and the other, what have you. As a kid, from about 9 years old to about 15, this was my fishing kit. Braided line, because most people use braided line. They only used monofilament at that time for a leader. They didn't use it on the hose on your reel. This was used on your reel. Monofilament was used for the leader only. I carried a pocket knife, a bobber of some kind, assorted hooks, and in that sorted hooks I had different things, different weights, different hook sizes, a variety of small hooks, had safety pin for extra deals, even little treble hooks. Then I have also snap swivels. I always tie snap swivels on for my hooks. I just use a hoop knot. I stick a hoop of the line through here, run it over, and hook that. That's just, I use these for throwing them out like a trout line, throw line. And then I have smaller weights just for fishing with corks and what have you, just to get the lines under. And like I said, I got a bunch of different size hooks. Just depends on what I'm fishing for and where I'm fishing. If I know what the species are I can expect to catch, then that's what I'll carry. That's the biggest hook I got. It's probably about a size, I guess a 1/0 or a 0.0, I don't know, somewhere in there. And I got smaller ones too. I got them down to probably a size 10 or so. But that's what in fact, this is my original hook kit and everything. I've kept it all these years. That's my original kit from when I was 9 years old till I was 15. And same knife. Now, the string's different and the bobber's different. Other than that, these two things were everything I had when I was a kid. And that was it. And I caught more fish. I'd take the knife, cut down a pole that I thought was suitable for the fish I was catching. I put on a piece of line. The line this has 3 separate pieces. Each one is a little different. Each one's a little different length. And what I did is I just take a piece of line, probably 10, 12 foot long, tie it in a pole, put on a snap swivel on the end of the line, put a cork on it, put on a bait, and put a hook, and go after it. And like I said, the hooks were for the size of fish. I knew that the bigger ones, because I knew that there was bass out there, and then perch and what have you, and then, of course there was carp, so the little treble hooks were perfect for the carp, and then the really small hooks for the really small perch and stuff. You can't use a big hook on those. But that's yesteryears. Okay, this is today's. Hang on, let me unscrew it. Notice how big it is. It ain't very big. That's everything I need right now for any place I know of that I'll go camping or hiking or whatever in the woods. I have 2 lines here. This is a size 6 I use. It has a little connector on it for flies. That's my fly line. This is a 20-pound. These are braided spider wire. This is a 20-pound. That's about 25 foot. That's about 20 feet. And it has a snap swivel on the end for hooks. Then I have some small weights, split weights, shot weights, another little weight for throwing out as a throw line, and some small treble hooks. The biggest hook I got in here is probably a number 8, I guess, about that size right there. And then the smallest I got is a size 10. Right there. Or no, that's smaller too. That's about 14, excuse me. And so I got 2 of those. I got different sizes, all different sizes. Just 3 or 4 different sizes. Extra snap swivels, what have you. And then in this, I have 2 flies. Now, depending on where you're going to be, where you're going to be walking, where you're going to be at. I got a floater, and I got a nymph. So, and they're both in about size 16. They're small enough if I can catch small fish, or trout for that matter. And I'm not worried about the line size on the fly line, 6 pound. I don't think I'm going to catch a fish over 6 pounds, especially trout. But I have all the little hooks are Eagle Claw bait holder. I found that the old hooks, has a slick shank on it, doesn't have the bait holders, that small fish come up and just rip the dang worms right off of it, so you got to have something to hold the worm on there better. So I use those little hooks, and I go down to about a size 14 and up to about a size 8. That way I got hook sizes for big fish and small fish. But that's my whole hook, or my whole setup, and it all fits in this. And it's only about 1.5 inches diameter, maybe, and about a 1/2 inch tall. Or no, about 3/4 inch tall and about 1.5 inches in diameter. And it all fits in there. A little bobber I found that came with a kid's fishing kit. But you can make bobbers out of anything just about. Will float. It's light enough and float. But that's all you need for a fishing kit, right there. That's it. Plus your knife. Cut down a pole, clean your fish, whatever. All the other stuff you need for fire making, boiling water and everything else, that's a different story. But as far as a fishing kit, had luck with that all my life. Being a kid, that's all I carried around. Most of it all fit inside of a Prince Albert can. That's what we used to carry around. I don't have the Prince Albert can anymore, but that's what we used to carry them around in. Me and all the neighborhood kids had a little fishing kit. We'd go down the Guadalupe River, go fishing, or creeks, or whatever we had nearby. All right, y'all have a good one. Later. Bye.